Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Tony. Today we're going to make some fried crab puffs with the Dijon mustard dip-it sauce. It's probably been at least 4 decades since I've made this, and it is delicious and to die for. So without any further waiting, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is everything you're going to need for it. Okay, the first thing I need to do is the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of finely chopped scallions, both the white and the green. So we're going to start with that. And because it's a double recipe, that means we're going to need a 1/2 cup, or around 8 tablespoons. I'm going to actually go to my chef knife. I'm going to my chef knife so I don't make a big mess and freak my wife out. Okay, the original recipe calls for 1.5 cups of BISQUICK mix that I'm using, but since I'm doubling it, I'm using 3 cups with a pound of crab meat. This is actually claw pieces. The chunk meat was $25 a pound, and I'm struggling with $20 a pound. So I'm going to add my BISQUICK. I've got 2/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. The actual recipe was 1/3. Add that, and with the crab meat, and then my 8 tablespoons, or actually originally it's a 1/4 cup, but I'm using a 1/2 cup, which is about 8 tablespoons of green onions, and we're going to blend this all together. Now when you're doing your crab meat, you want to check and make sure there's no shells left in it when you buy your canned crab meat, because I found a few little shells in there. Break up the bigger pieces. Now for any leftovers, you can actually freeze these. They'll still be good. You'll want to thaw them out first in the refrigerator and then heat them in a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. Alright. That looks nice and incorporated. Next we want to Okay, next we're going to combine our other ingredients. 2 eggs, slightly beaten. 1 teaspoon of salt and a ½ teaspoon of pepper. I'm actually using sea salt I get from the health food store. It calls for 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, so there's actually 4 in this. Add your Worcestershire. And ½ a teaspoon of Tabasco, so there's 1 teaspoon here. And you also need to add 1/3 cup of water, which is actually 2/3 a cup here I'm using. So I'm going to rinse that out and get all of the good stuff out of it. Oh, I'm taking it to the limit. Okay, and then we're going to incorporate that with the rest of our ingredients. At this time we want to get our oil hot and ready for frying. About medium-high heat. Okay, we want to take this opportunity now to incorporate all the ingredients. Blend them in really well. It'll have like a tuna texture. Okay, we're ready to drop these in the fryer. Tablespoon at a time until it's golden brown. Okay, let's see if our oil is hot enough. I'm going to start by dropping a piece. Okay, we got a nice little boil, so we want to drop a tablespoon at a time right into the oil. Then using a perforated spoon, kind of flip them around. Come on, flip around, baby. There we go. That's a nice color right there. Then you want to put them on a blanket of paper towels to absorb the grease. These are great for parties. Okay, this is what they look like. Okay, first I'm going to add the ingredients for the dipping sauce. The recipe calls for ½ a cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I like the Grey Poupon. And 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So in reality I've added a cup of sour cream, 4 tablespoons of Dijon, and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And we want to blend this together. And this is the final look of our dipping sauce once everything's been incorporated. Okay folks, this is the moment of truth. I've been waiting a long time for this. give it a try. That just looks delicious. And my Dijon Tippet sauce.
Oh boy.
I miss this. Brings back memories. Decades ago. This is really a great treat. Tonight it's going to be my dinner. But it's great for parties. And like I said, if you can freeze this, lay it out, freeze it, then bag them up, take them out and let them thaw in the refrigerator. 12 minutes at 350 degrees in the oven. I love it. This is a 5-star meal right here.
Delicious.
You'll definitely love this, folks. Once again, I'd like to thank you for watching Cooking with Tony. Feel free to subscribe. Hit that like button if you like this. Comment if you make it and let me know how you enjoy it. And thank you again for watching. Until the next time.